Welcome to all my friends in the Slipstream community. As you can see, I'm not a professional lighting guy. I've got a couple different lights hitting me kind of crazy. Someday maybe we will have this. So what I want to do today is I get requests for healings, and I decided this one is a good Poly-Medela. A gentleman talked about how he works 80 hours a week and never seems to get anywhere, and things just always seem to not work out for him. And it really hit hard for me. I've been the same way. I've always been the guy that gets to work before anybody else, the guy that's still there when everybody else is gone, going in on days off, and the guy that gets left behind when it's time for promotions. When I was young and didn't have the experience they wanted experience. When I got a little older and had the experience, they wanted new, fresh blood. And so it just seemed like I wasn't getting anywhere. And his request for a healing, or what we're going to start calling an alignment, really hit home. So I wanted to talk about that today. Let's do a Poly-Medela for that and see if there isn't something we can do for a lot of us. I believe hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people have this same issue. So what I would encourage is everybody to just sit down, relax, breathe nice, take some nice deep breaths, follow along with this Poly-Medela, which is many healings, which you'll find in the book Slipstream Shaman. Let's just relax. You can close your eyes if you want. I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm just going to describe to you what I see. I also want to tell you that many things have gotten in the way. As I was getting ready to make this video, I knocked my coffee on the floor. So I had to clean that up. I had to stop and clean it up. I just get started on my video again, and people are calling me on the radio. Nobody ever calls me on the radio. This is super early right now. Nobody ever calls me on the radio when that happens, the work radio. And so, yeah, I work and write, and it's a busy day for me, and nobody ever does it. So I was interrupted twice to make this video. So I know that there's something going on, something that didn't want me to make this video, but we're making it anyway, and there's gonna be a lot of people that get something out of it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and access my energy. This is the same process I do when people ask me for a healing or an alignment. I find my energy, and this is the process that we teach in the first Slipstream Shaman book. Finding it, covering myself with it, and going to my quantum room. Now this is a pet-friendly show. You may hear my dog Hobbs while we're doing this. He loves to interrupt, and that's okay. I'm asking my highest level guides to assist me. My second highest level guides have also come to help. And all the animals that help me with the healings that I do, the dogs, the cats, the horses, the giraffe, the rat, all the animals that help me with those healings are here to help with this. And this is going out to all of you as well. If you're listening, there's probably a reason. I see a bunch of static. This looks a little bit human-shaped, and it's walking around me. It just looks like energy discharge, static, but it is mostly human form walking around me, wondering why I'm doing this, why I want to get rid of it. What I do is put grounding rods on it. Since it does look like static energy, I put grounding rods on this thing and let some of its energy discharge into the earth, into the universe, where it can be used for something positive. And as its energy is being dissipated, I can feel myself breathing easier. feeling stronger and lighter. I believe this same thing is happening with many, many people. That's why we're doing the Poly-Medela many healings. As the energy discharges from this entity, I'm starting to see myself. Do you see yourself? As you're doing this, can you see you? Or do you see something else? It's okay. If your path is different, if you're seeing different things, it's okay. Just allow it to come to you. What I'm seeing is a version of me. The static is gone. And he is smiling now. I am smiling now. Looking at each other, smiling. All of the guides that I told you about are now surrounding us, as well as the love team that I use when I do healings is surrounding us. And they're creating a huge amount of healing love energy. And me and that part of myself that had the static around, we're healing and growing and understanding. And my belief is that you are as well. You're finding some answers right now. Letting things go so that you find that way to work, get where you want to be, to start a business, to start doing something for others. Whatever the case may be, you're thinking about ways to get that done. You're ready to take action. And you're allowing that healing love energy that's coming from this healing session to go out to you. We're all filling with love right now. I may talk in the wrong tense. I may use present tense that should be past, or past tense that should be present tense. And that's normal when I do these sessions. Love, energy, happiness to all of you. That part of me that was causing me to work all those hours, and we don't know why it was doing that, and it doesn't really matter why, but it's happy now. That part of me is happy. I thought it might walk away, but what's happened is he has integrated back into me. And maybe that will happen to you. Maybe something completely different. Maybe what you're seeing will leave. Maybe what you're seeing will turn into different energy that'll help feed you. What happened with me was I saw that version of myself with the anxiety, with that high anxiety that was making me work all those hours, and for some reason sabotaging and not getting where I wanted to be. It reintegrated with me with the right purpose. It understands that my purpose is to help, and that's what we're doing now, and we're going to continue to help. And the Slipstream Shaman community is going to grow. There's going to be Slipstream people everywhere. I'm absolutely full of that healing love energy, and it's going out to all of you, healing all of you. That was a fairly fast session. What I will tell you is, it doesn't matter when you watch it. I'm recording this in 2023. You may not watch it until 2030 or even later. The energy will still be there for you. The energy in the quantum area is different than any other energy that we have, and that's okay. It's going to come to you when it's ready for you. And thank you so much for joining us. I would encourage you to like and subscribe to this channel. Please follow us on Instagram, Slipstream Shaman. That's where all the new things will be let will be put out for you to know about. You can also follow us on TikTok. Go to Todd Wilcox Author, and you can go to the Slipstream Shaman website, slipstreamshaman.com. You can order a book. You can ask questions. And if you want to get the book, here's what it looks like, Slipstream Shaman. And if you're curious about what my energy looks like, that's very close. It started out as light blue. It's evolved into that. I don't know what that means. I don't know if it means it's better, stronger, more accessible. I don't know, but please enjoy. And thank you for joining us. This has been a Poly-Medela to help people get past that working long hours and getting nowhere, to help us all succeed and grow. And thank you for joining us. And like I said, please check out the Instagram page, Slipstream Shaman, and follow us there so you know about anything new. Any new Poly-Medelas we do will be put on there. Any new books will be put on there as well. There'll be a new Slipstream Shaman book that has to do with trauma release coming out shortly. Thank you all for joining me. We'll see you soon.